Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Test 1, 2. And now I don't have sound. Test, test, test. Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Pennsylvania Junior Bowlers Tour live on YouTube. Today we are coming to you from my favorite little bowling center, East Lincoln Lanes. We are down to the final 5. In the scratch division, your leader at plus 374, we have Colby Bennett. Second at plus 330, we have DJ Brown. Third at plus 299, Ryan Weidman. Fourth, I don't know what he was, but it's Ryan Taylor. And fifth was Isaac Erickson. I do not have their cards. In the handicap division, qualifying first at plus 268 is Cameron Shockey. Qualifying second at plus 206 is Anthony Damone, for those of you Fast Times at Ridgemont High fans. Qualifying third at plus 175, Sarah Fennicle. Qualifying fourth at plus 114, Gary Leonard. And qualifying fifth at plus 70, Carrick Noakes. So that is your top 5. The pattern today was High Street, if you're wondering. The fourth place bowler in scratch, Ryan Taylor, he was at plus 277, and Isaac Erickson was plus 235. So that rounds out the scores. Tournament director Josh will be joining me, I'm sure, very shortly. Pull up another chair then, too, would you?
Okay. If that light's on, does that mean that it's muted?
It means you're muted. Down to Josh. All right, here we go. Looks like Isaac Erickson will be starting on the scratch side. And it looks like Carrick Noakes will be starting on the handicap side. Gary Leonard is getting 55 pins on the handicap side. Isaac is up first, lane 13, and he goes with a strike. Good start for him. Carrick comes in a little high, leaves a 3-pin, and we are off and running. As always, our message board is live and operational. If you want to chime in, let me know what you thought about today's PBA telecast. I got to watch a little bit of it. Carrick converts his spare. Ryan Taylor now up, lane 14. He goes 10 back. That match is tied through 1. Gary Leonard now up. Might be a little hard to see. E of about 3'8". And that's a strike. We actually saw a lot of that out of Gary today. We saw a few strikes. Let me see what his games were. He had games of 119, 129, 146, 113, 118, 106, 127, and 148 to get him into the top 5. Those are scratch scores. Ryan Taylor, frame 2, lane 13. He came up a little light, leaves the 4-8. Gary flirting with the ditch on that right side. He brings it back, leaves the 1-2, 4-10 washout. See if he could convert. Ryan gets his spare. And Gary, that's got a shot. We'll get him 2. Isaac comes in a little high, leaves the 4-6. Carrick on 16 trips out a strike. Isaac gets the 1. Wobbly 2 for Carrick in the 3rd. That's a better shot by Isaac. This time Gary can't bring it back from those gray boards. Ryan now up. He comes in high, leaves the 3-6. Joining me in the booth now, as she always does when we're here at East Lincoln, let's see here, what is she? The owner, general manager,
Yes.
head accountant,
Yes.
head mechanic, parking lot attendant, cook, and everything else.
Yes.
You're hearing Sam laughing in the background there. Ryan chops his spare. Pretty good turnout here today, Sam. 44.
It was a great turnout today.
Sam and I are going to have a couple announcements a little later.
Yes.
No, we're not getting married.
I should be so lucky.
I think that's the other way around. I think I would get to marry somebody who owns a bowling center. Gary trying to convert the 4-5. That's got a shot. And he does.
Ooh.
Good spare there by Gary. By the way, he did spare on his gutter shots. That's back-to-back marks. Isaac Erickson up in the 4th in the scratch. He is working on a strike. He presently with a 1-pin lead. Carrick with the strike on 16. Seems like that lane on the scratch side, Sam, is a little tricky. Isaac went high in the 2nd. I don't know if you had seen. He left a 4-6.
Yeah.
He made a big jump left, and that time he came up light, left a 2-4-5.
Yeah. Maybe an over adjustment.
Yes. Carrick on 15. He comes in high. He leaves a 3-6. He'll be trying to make it to keep his Dutch 200 intact. Good spare there by Isaac. He maintains a 1-pin lead through 4. That was not one of Carrick's better efforts. Good shot there by Isaac in the 5th. So far, he's struck every time on 13. See what he could do on 14 the next time up. Ryan now up. He's looking to double. Meanwhile, on the handicap side, Gary crossed over. He left the 1, the 3, the 6, the 8, the 10. And he gets 3. So let's see here. Let's look at the scores. Carrick with 86 through 5. Gary with 67 with scratch with 55 pins. He has 122, so he is up by 36 halfway through the match. Frame number 6. Comes in a little light, 2-4-5-7. Gary, by the way, was my vote today for the EFX Best Dressed. I got to vote.
Oh,
today.
really?
Yes.
He does look very snazzy, I have to say.
Yes, he does. Ryan did make his spare in the 5th. He's now up in the 6th, lane 13. He gets the 10 to fall. Carrick comes in high. He leaves the 6-10. Good spare there. All right. Erickson now up in the 6th. Let's see if he could solve lane 14 yet. Looked like a very similar shot to what he did in the 4th. Carrick comes in high, leaves the 3-6-10 on 15. Good spare there by Isaac. He maintains his 1-pin lead.
Oh no.
Chop there for Carrick.
I'm sure after a while he's like, I felt that way. He's like, this is like a 10-pound ball. Oh no.
Yes, this time Gary was on a spare when he did that. So this time it hurts a little more than it did last time. Isaac, as could have been predicted, struck on 13. Let's see if Gary could get some pins this time. Ooh, almost got them all again. That's a better shot there by Ryan. That is a double, gives him a 9-pin lead through 7. On the handicap side, Gary with a 30-pin lead through 7 with the handicap. That's got a chance. Okay. All right, so Gary is through 8. He's got 94 scratch, 149 with his handicap.
I am very impressed that after throwing a gutter ball, he didn't pull the ball.
Yes.
Because most people would over adjust and pull it, but he didn't. He threw it the same way. That's really good.
Do you say that with experience?
Yes. 100% experience.
Carrick with a much needed strike there in the 8th. Pulls the match to within 18. Ryan Taylor tripled, so now he goes up by 19. So now this is a big shot for Isaac. He's going to need to strike here. And he gets the 9 to fall late. That's a double for Carrick. So he could strike out for 201. So Gary does have the opportunity to shut him out with a triple. Starting here in the 9th. And he gets the first one.
I wonder how many times Gary hears that he's adorable.
Now, Isaac, this time when he needed a strike on 13, could not get it. Big spare here for Gary. And he gets it. Tournament director Josh comes into the booth rather quickly.
Mrs. Schnurr had my attention back there. That's why I didn't, we were having a nice little chit-chat session.
I'm surprised you're over here then.
Looks like Taylor with the opportunity here to lay the hammer down.
Yes.
Gary Leonard in the clubhouse at 179. Does Carrick need a mark to win that match? Am I adding that up correctly?
Actually, he needs to go 9 spare strike. Or he could just triple. So with a couple pins, Carrick will be moving on to match number 2. He came up big when needed, struck in the 8th, the 9th, and the 10th. And Ryan Taylor has pretty much closed his match out as well. He struck in the 9th. And he struck in the 10th. All right, so Ryan is going to move on. I believe Carrick is got enough pins for him to move on himself. Yes, if he were to miss these, he would have 185 and he would win by 6. All right, so an 8-pin win there for Carrick over Gary, 187 to 179. Isaac, you can go ahead. $237 for Ryan. All right, 196 for Isaac Erickson. He will be finishing 5th today. All right, that wraps up match number 1. We'll wait for tournament director Josh to hand out the awards for the 5th place finishers. And we'll be off to match number 2. Isaac Erickson, 5th place finisher in scratch. Gary Leonard Jr., 5th place in handicap. All right, on to match number 2. So Sam, tell us what's going on here at East Lincoln Lanes these days.
Well, we have our normal everyday specials. We have Rent-A-Lane for $25 for an hour. Includes free shoe rental and all the games that you can bowl in that time, then up to 6 people per lane. Every Tuesday is Dollar Tuesday. That's all day, dollar games, dollar hot dogs, dollar shoes, and dollar small sodas. Glow bowling every Saturday night from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock for $12 a person, including shoes. And then pizza bowling, which we do Friday and Saturday. It's $14 per person for 2 hours, includes your shoes, and it's unlimited pizza.
Really?
Yes.
Their pizza here is good, ladies and gentlemen. It's the old time. For those of you that grew up in bowling centers in the 70s and the early 80s like I did, their pizza here is how pizza was back then. They have the old-fashioned pizza oven.
Yes.
If I lived closer, I would come and just pay the $14 for the unlimited pizza.
We have had some teenagers try to eat us out of house and home, so they try. They try.
I'm not a teenager. At least I don't think I am. I certainly don't feel like one. I'm much closer to getting my AARP card than I am legal drinking age or something like that. Tell us about your tournament, all your different tournament series that goes on here.
So we have a different tournament every Friday of the month. The first and third Fridays are our Friday night fights that are singles, and we have a handicap and scratch division. That's 5 games of qualifying and then step ladder. The second Friday of every month is the straight 8, which is just 8 games scratch on a sport shot. Whoever has the most pins wins. And then fourth Fridays, we have 9-pin no tap. And with the occasional fifth Friday, we have our fifth Friday marathon, which we stole the format of the PJBT and used that.
That's okay. We'll be sending you an invoice for that.
Okay.
You can pay us in pizza.
Okay.
And I see you have for the juniors, you have a couple junior gold qualifying tournaments coming up.
We do. We have 3 left, March 10th, April 14th, and May 5th.
Are they Saturdays or Sundays?
Sundays.
Sundays. So that's what's going on here at my favorite little bowling center. We got to think of like some type of nickname.
For your favorite little bowling center?
Yes. Like if you were near an airport, it could be the Lanes by the Plains or
Oh, that'd be cute.
down to Josh. All right, we got the Battle of the Ryans in the scratch match. And we have Sarah Fenical coming in on the handicap match. Sarah will be getting 74. For those of you who were not with us a couple weeks ago, you'll notice that Sarah is now a left-handed bowler. Sarah is having some arm issues with her right hand, so she was informed by the top medical staff at whatever hospital she goes to give up bowling right-handed. And for those of you that weren't watching a couple weeks ago when she won the major out at East Lincoln, ABC East, we should have a major here though, out at ABC East, interestingly enough, Sarah is colorblind to the gold.
Oh, wow.
And we use gold pins for the finals of majors.
Oh, wow.
She cannot see the pins. She's basically bowling to a black backdrop.
I don't know if that is an advantage or a disadvantage, honestly.
To me, it's got to be like she literally has to come back and look at the scoreboard to see what pins she has left.
Well, I mean more for the first ball. As long as you hit it in the middle, you know you're good.
Yes. And if she's bowling at a place that doesn't show the pins, she actually has to ask somebody.
Right.
Hey, what pins did I leave? So hopefully she trusts whomever she asks.
Right.
That could be a problem. So on the scratch side, like I said, we got the battle of the Ryans, Ryan Taylor against Ryan Weidman. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Well, if I know if I just say Ryan, I can't get it wrong. Carrick comes in high after he spared in the first frame. He leaves the 3-6.
That's a scary line to be playing.
Yes, it is. Actually, it's not all that different from the line that Simonson was playing today on the TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Carrick did make his spare in the second. Taylor with 2 marks to start his match. Sarah now up, frame 2, lane 16. And she literally only started bowling left-handed like 5 or 6 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she would come here to practice on Sport Shot over the summer. She did, not this past summer. But when we found out that she broke her collarbone, that was just devastating.
Yes.
She had a little bit of an incident last week also at Midway. She actually, the approach was a little too slippy, and she actually fell right on her right shoulder.
Oh, no.
So, needless to say, that did not go over too well. Open start for Sarah. Carrick on spare. Ryan Taylor with a strike spare start. 10-pin here for him for his third frame. Small lead here early over Ryan Woodman. Spare there for him.
It is Widman?
Woodman.
Okay, I said Weidman, so I was wrong.
I've been saying Woodman and nobody told me I was wrong, so.
We need to have a sideline reporter.
It took me long enough to pronounce Noakes right. So.
I'll go find out.
Strike there for Ryan. Ryan Woodman will roll over to lane 13. Strike open, strike start for him. Open frame there for Sarah. Carrick's going to have a little bit of an uphill battle, giving up the 74 pins, but as long as he hits his average, he should be all right.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Woodman out of trouble there, almost leaves the 7-10. Gets the 7 to fall down, 10-pin only. Carrick with the strike. DJ Brown and Anthony Damone waiting in the wings for the semifinal match on the scratch and handicap side. Spare there for Ryan Woodman. Carrick up now for his fourth frame. He goes Jersey and will double up. Taylor up now, looking to stay clean in the fourth frame. What's the verdict?
I got the scoop. It is Widman.
Okay. Strike there for Taylor. It looks like he's throwing a purple hammer. If that's the case, I call that a fine selection.
That it is.
Sarah up now, working off 3 opens. She comes up high, big 4s.
Maybe she would prefer the gold pins.
I can't imagine how hard that must be to be such a good bowler, to have to relearn the sport, basically.
Yes.
Double there for Ryan. Yeah, and it really was a process too, because I remember last year when she did break that collarbone, just the first time.
Right,
She
right.
didn't break it once, it was actually twice. And just really sort of a kind of a depressing little moment there she went through, and was able to bounce back and come back left-handed. Or wrong-handed for some of you watching at home. Windman comes up high, 3-6 there for him.
Probably the first ever bowler to win on the PJBT tour with different hands.
I believe so. I wouldn't be able to tell you who else.
That could be a trivia question 10, 15, 20 years from now.
I'm going to make a note of that.
Yes.
Trivia, PJBT trivia.
Yes. From when we're sitting someplace with some libations some night in the future, when we're toasting your, I don't know, 15th wedding anniversary or something.
Do you guys remember? Better spare shot there for Sarah. Puts her on the board, first mark of the match. Weinman up now for his 6th frame. Puts 10 back. Four, 6, 7 there for Ryan Taylor. Untimely open, but he's got a little bit of a lead, so hopefully grab count here and get out. And a spare there for Carrick.
Good shot there by Carrick. He stays clean through 6. He's almost made up the 74 pins. Ryan Taylor comes in a little high, leaves the 4-pin. Sarah leaves the 7. I received a Facebook message with our second trivia question.
Oh, okay.
That was, who is, I think it was said, incredible, successful, something, something, a couple more adjectives. Girl who won the first ever Scratch all-girls tournament. I believe that was you.
Me?
Yes, you.
Are you sure?
No. We got to get you bowling in these on the adult juniors.
We do, definitely.
Yes.
I'd love to. I'd love to bowl more if I could.
Well, maybe you need to ask the owner for Sundays off.
I should.
Yes.
I should ask the owner for Sundays off.
And if you don't make it to the finals, you can still broadcast with me.
I could.
Yes.
The only problem is we have our Sunday night league that starts at 6 o'clock. So it would have to be close enough that I could still get back for league on Sunday night.
You could come in a little late. You could come in a little late. Let's see what's going on in these matches. Let's see, Whitman with 133 in the 7th with a spare in the 8th. Ryan Taylor a pin behind, so if he strikes here, he will take a 1-pin lead through 8. On the handicap side, Sarah with a 62 in the 7th, 136 with her handicap. With a spare here, Carrick will have 137. So 2 close matches.
Oh, wow.
Made it the hard way. I heard Ryan Taylor down there going hook, hook, hook. It did not.
It did not.
It did not. By the way, talking about you being my broadcast partner could be a tease for something to come in a little bit.
Oh, yes. Very true.
That's what we call that in the business. The business. By the way, I don't know if my kid's watching or not as he's returning from bowling the Hoosier in Indianapolis.
Wait, you called him your kid?
Non-genetically proven.
There we go. I don't think I've ever heard of Daniel referenced to as your child.
That's true. That's true. Well, he's finally paying me back some money for all the everything that, letting him, live with me and I feed him and
So he's getting credit now. He's starting to become your
Yes.
child.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
7-pin for Taylor. Sarah's just not getting it going in this match.
Mm-mm. Sarah seems very discouraged.
Yes. Sarah is a past season-ending champion. She has her name on a flag that will be there every year at the season-ending tournament.
Oh, wow.
I do not have a flag with my name on it.
Neither do I.
We should, though. We'll have to put up a flag here with our name on it. mean,
We
you
should.
know,
We definitely
if
should.
we are getting married, I will be part of this, you know. It's like a ball change for Carrick. That is a double for Ryan Widman. If he goes 7 spare here, he will shut out Ryan Taylor. So he'll be looking for at least 7 pins. And that is 9, and that should be enough. Yes, he should be at 170, 182, and he would get 19 with if he were to miss this. So he'd be at 201, and that is enough. He will be advancing onto the semifinals. Over here on the handicap side with that miss by Carrick, he will need to double and get 2 to shut out Sarah. DJ Brown waiting in the wings on the scratch side.
Oh, wow.
And getting in his time machine from the 70s, or actually early 80s classic movie Fast Times at Ridgemont High, we got Damone coming in on the handicap
Nice.
side. That's one of my favorite movies.
Really?
Yes. You still haven't seen that? Josh. Even Sam has seen Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yes, I have, actually.
Okay.
I have.
All right, 202, 189 victory for Ryan Widman over Ryan Taylor. All right, let's turn our attention to the handicap side. Sarah's going to need a mark and 9. And she leaves almost the 8-10, but only leaves the 10 pin.
Oh.
And she makes it. All right, 8 to tie, 9 to win, 7 or below is a loss. I'm not sure if Carrick ever did make that ball change in the 9th. If he did, he's probably regretting it right about now. All right, let's see here what Sarah could do. That's a good shot. And that is a strike, and Sarah Fennicle will be moving on, a 171 to 169. Make sure you write 171 there, Josh, not 170. Ryan Taylor, fourth place in the scratch division, $50 into his scholarship fund. Carrick gets $50 into his scholarship fund. All right, let's talk about upcoming events here on the PJBT Tour. Next Sunday, February the 24th, we are headed up to Bethlehem to Town and Country Lanes. That's next Sunday, February the 24th, 10:30 start time. That will be on a challenge shot. The following Sunday, March the 3rd, is our annual three-person team tournament. We always have that at Clearview Lanes up in Mount Joy. 10:30 start time, Sunday, March the 3rd. The following Sunday, March the 10th, is major number 8 on the PJBT Tour season. That is at Haja Rose Bowl up in Allentown. We'll be using our PJBT created major patterns for that tournament. The following Sunday, March the 17th, we will have our next under 21 doubles tournament. That is at Heaster's in Reading. That's Sunday, March 17th. And following that up on Sunday, March the 24th, we'll have adult junior number 5 at Suburban Bowl-O-Rama. See, so there you go. Our next adult juniors at Suburban Bowl-O-Rama. You could bowl in that one.
Oh, that's not far away at all. I could bowl there.
Absolutely.
I need to find a junior to bowl with.
Absolutely. I'm not one of them. And neither is my non-genetically proven son. So you can't get him to bowl either.
Darn it. I'll find
But
someone. I'll find someone.
You own a bowling center that
I
has,
do.
that has junior leagues.
You know, that's a very good point. That's a very good point.
Yes.
2 of our bowlers were here today.
There, that's it?
Yes.
That's a shame.
It is a shame.
We need to get more.
We're working on it.
Okay. Also, let's keep in mind that the following weekend, the last weekend in March, we are having the shuffled up schedule due to the cancellation that we had a few weeks ago at Trindle. So Saturday, March the 30th, it was supposed to be Sunday, March the 31st, but now it's Saturday, March the 30th. We're going to be at J Lanes in Douglasville. And Sunday, March the 31st is the rescheduled under 21 doubles tournament at Trindle in Mechanicsburg. Also, our next girls only tournament will be Saturday, April the 6th. That is at Haja Rose Bowl up in Allentown. So that is upcoming events on the Pennsylvania Junior Bowlers Tour. For any and all information, you could search our website at www.pjbtbowlingseries.com, or you could search for us on our Facebook page, also at PJBT. Actually, our Facebook page is PJBT Youth Information Page, where we post all and anything to do with the Pennsylvania Junior Bowlers Tour goes on our Facebook page. All right, looks like we're ready for the semifinals. Off to Josh. All right, off we go to the semifinals. We got DJ Brown bowling against Ryan Widman. And on the handicap side, we got Anthony Damone bowling against Sarah Fennicle. Sarah will be getting 81 pins in this match.
Anthony was just here on Friday with his dad for our Friday night fight tournament.
How did he do?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I do know the one game he beat his dad by 1 pin, and he was extremely proud of that.
Was he?
He's very proud of that.
Did the winner I saw on your Facebook post? The winner looked rather young.
Yeah, the winner for the scratch division was John Fillmore, actually, who bowled here today.
I guess John Fillmore's rather young.
John just turned 15.
Really?
Yes.
Did he win? Did he win the scratch?
He won the scratch division.
That's very impressive. Hi, Mom. We're having pictures taken of us.
Always, yes. It's like a tradition now,
yes,
right?
as long as I get tagged in them, that's fine. Hopefully she got my good side. No.
Oh, she's such a suck up.
She is. She does like me for some reason. I got her fooled.
It's because you like us.
Oh,
Why wouldn't we like you?
that's true. Maybe she is trying to push us to get married. At least you'd have your accounting done for free.
That's a very it's a very strong plus.
I am one of those people. And I even somewhat remember how to fix AMF machines from my time working in bowling centers.
Man, you're just making the pot even sweeter, I swear.
I'm in. All right, let's see here what Ryan could do. He's up in the second. He's working on a spare, and he leaves the 9-pin, almost a 4-9. DJ Brown, I believe, opened in the first. Yes, he did. Looks like he left a split. The handicap side, Anthony Damone, he spared in the first. Sarah Fenical open. She's now up in the second. Better shot there. She leaves the 2-pin. I don't know, would you live in Lidditz? Because I want to move to Lidditz.
How far away is Lidditz from here?
15 minutes.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
I like Lidditz. It's such a nice, old-fashioned town. Maybe 20 minutes from here.
That'd still be okay. That's fine.
25 if you get behind a horse and buggy.
Oh, no.
Better shot there for DJ. Gets a strike in the second. Josh is back. Even though he's not saying anything.
Well, Skip, you know, just sort of toots his own horn.
That he does.
He's been known to, you know, go the wrong way.
By the way, while you were gone, I did receive a Facebook message about what trivia question number 2 could be in years from now. The actual question was, what amazing and incredible female won the first ever girls-only PJBT on the scratch side? I said the answer was Sam. Apparently I was wrong.
You know. I wish it was me. That would have been amazing.
Give me the name. I have a name in the back of my mind, but I don't want to say it.
Chloe.
Okay, Chloe Skrzyński was my guess. I didn't want to be wrong, so I wasn't going to throw that out there.
It could have only been one of 2.
Yes.
Because there was only 2 that won them that year.
Yes, and I didn't want to have the wrong one.
Both of them are now starring in college bowling.
And both of those bowlers former PJBT regulars. One
Yes.
still is. We still see Olivia from time to time when
Yes, we do.
college bowling allows it.
Yes. Same thing with Chloe.
Cameron Shockey and Colby Bennett waiting in the wings. Colby, the back-to-back winner this week of the Lancaster singles tournament, winning also last year.
2 and 3.
2 and 3.
He won his freshman year.
Huh?
He won his freshman year. He's a junior this year.
Oh, so 3.
Two times in 3 years.
Okay.
This girl is shaking her head, so I think she agrees with what you're saying.
Okay, who's counting?
2 times in 3 years.
Pay attention, front desk.
He will be in a couple weeks trying to defend his PIAA state tournament championship.
To do what?
You made her run away.
I did. Everybody's scared by the headset.
Yes.
I don't know why I put it on, just don't talk.
Colleen says Lidditz is a half an hour away. If it's a half an hour away, she walks or like drives very slow. Maybe from North Lidditz. Maybe.
Much better start here for Sarah in match number 2. Anthony had himself a heck of a day.
That he did.
DJ Brown up now for his 4th frame. Puts 10 back.
Well, Colleen, Google is only slightly better than Wikipedia.
I don't know which one I trust more.
She says Google says it's a half an hour away. She's trying to prove me wrong. That's Colleen for you. DJ with a double there. I'm not sure he really liked that hit too much. Damone up, lane 15. He comes in high, leaves the 6-10. He's coming off an open in the 4th. That was his first open of the game. Widman, solid 7.
Four-pin match over on the scratch side through 5 frames. 50-pin lead for Fennicle right now with her handicap. Anthony has closed the gap. Sarah on two marks. Looking to make it 3 here on lane 16. Strike there for Widman. DJ Brown in his final PJBT season, looking to put a singles title up on the board. I don't believe DJ has ever won a singles title. I know he has a doubles tournament win, but I don't think he has a singles.
We actually bought one of our claw machines here from DJ.
Did you really?
Yes.
Well, I'm sure he thanks you for that.
Probably.
He's pretty thankful that 4-pin trip too,
Yes.
leaving only the 6.
All right, Sarah up lane 15. She is in the 6th frame, coming off of an open.
A little bit of a mixer there, leaving only the 4. DJ up now for what should be a routine 6. Make his spare.
Sarah with the miss there.
Much better shot there by DJ. When in doubt, put it in the 1-3.
You wanted to move a little closer so she could take a better picture of you.
Oh, that's fine. I'll have a seat.
There you go.
3-10 there for Anthony Damone. Widman up now.
I still hope this is my good side.
You don't stand in front of the mirror at home and check?
It usually breaks. Plus, I get confused on the opposite, because of the reflection. And then when you got the mirror behind you yet, it's like funky, when there's a mirror in front and behind you.
It's like the Matrix kind of a thing,
Yes.
right?
You don't have the Lex Luger mirror spread at home?
That I do not. I'm sure you do.
What happens in my attic is none of your business. Big strike there for Widman. That gives him a 3-bagger and the lead. DJ Brown now with the opportunity to step up and answer.
That's the PJBT question of the week. What do you think goes on in Josh's attic?
Uh-oh.
That could be scary.
$50 Shades of Skip.
Actually, I just want to know why. Is that why you moved to Schuylkill County?
Everybody switches their car insurance to save money. Oh, nope, I just moved north.
DJ up on 14. That was a really good shot.
I got a nice back street where nobody bothers me.
That is true. You do. I know where you live.
Sometimes I think they purposely don't talk to me.
Good shot there by Sarah. Very unlucky leaving the 5-7.
DJ Brown with the opportunity here. If he strikes out, he can shut out Ryan Widman.
Yes, he will.
Big shot there for DJ. Widman, if he goes out here 9th and 10th, he will force DJ to go double 8.
Correct. Sarah gets the 1. She has 158 after 7. Anthony with 112 before he shoots his 7th frame. He is on a spare.
Seven count there for Ryan.
Yes. Not what he was looking for in that situation.
DJ Brown will then only need a mark, I believe, in the 10th. Mark and good count.
Ryan makes his spare. Mom, you're not very tall. I don't think you have to duck as you walk by. Sarah Fedical shooting the everyday 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she gets the 4 pin.
That might be the only time I've seen somebody get the back 5.
Strike there for Ryan, so he could still go out for 212. Damone up, lane 16. Strikes. That went high, started a crossover. Not quite the bulldozer, but almost. Good shot there by Ryan. Let's see here. 148, 177. So yes, DJ is now going to need to mark with a decent count here by Ryan. Damone crosses over, leaves the 136. All right, 211 for Ryan. Let's see what DJ could do. Anthony with the chop on 15. He's got 148 through 9. Sarah right now at 164, so just needs some, let's see, she needs 15 pins in 2 frames to move on to the finals. So we'll turn our attention to the scratch match where we need a mark here by DJ. He comes in high, leaves the 3-6-10.
Oh, wow. That was a mess.
Yes. Yes.
I haven't never seen that before either.
That is your everyday 3, 4, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, just
No,
a normal split.
3, 4, 7, 8, 9. There you go. 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. Actually, if she was right-handed and could hook the ball, this isn't that hard to make.
Oh, no.
DJ does not make the spare, and he will lose. Ryan wins, sitting on the bench, 211 to 203. Josh, that may be the big 5. Yes, that may be officially the big 5. All right, so Sarah's sitting at 172. She will need 7 pins on 2 shots to shut out Anthony Damone. Shame there for DJ. He was going along really good, but he bookend open frames and first in the 10th. Ryan only with 1 open. He advances. That's enough. That will be 8. That will be enough. Anthony, go ahead, finish up. All right, 180 for Sarah with her handicap. All right, Sarah Fenical with a 181-67 victory over Anthony Damone. Down to Skip. DJ Brown, third place today. I believe I heard $70, either 70 or 75. 75. Anthony Damone, third place finish, handicap, $75. All right. So Sam and I have been talking a little bit today.
Yes.
For those of you that do come and bowl in the plethora of different tournaments that they have down here at East Lincoln, they are going to begin to televise them on their own YouTube channel.
Yes.
So Sarah asked for my help. So we're going to be in the coming weeks figuring out. I have to remember how to use the OBS free software. So you may be hearing my voice on a different YouTube platform from time to time. Also, I approached Sam about this time last year about running a tournament here at East Lincoln. And it looks like we're going to be having it, hopefully sometime when the weather is warmer this year. Sam and I are going to be co-tournament directors. Hopefully she lets me keep the name of the tournament.
I don't know. What's the name of the tournament?
The Fatstacular.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
Now, the way I envision this tournament going, at least for the first year, and if it's successful, which it will be successful, we're going to run maybe multiple tournaments in the upcoming years. But for the first year, the way I see it going, it's going to be an all-scratch junior tournament. But we're going to limit the field to the first 64 people that sign up.
Okay.
I want to have 8 people on a pair, and we have to have one breakdown pair. And if I could get the sponsorship that I'm hoping to get with the price that I want to keep, I want to have the entry fee somewhere between $60 to $70. So not a lot of money. I want to offer a guaranteed $1,500 first place prize.
Wow.
Yes. And I could pretty much guarantee with rather low entry fee for the amount of first place prize, I will get 64 bowlers to sign up. We just have to find the right date. It'll probably be on a Saturday.
Okay.
I think it has to be on a Saturday because the PJBT pretty much has Sundays.
Right.
And once the PJBT postseason comes along, those are on Sundays. And once that's done, then it's time for Junior Gold. And then you guys like to take off during the month of August.
Right. Well, we take off based on Scott Junior attending regionals.
Yes. Colby, move over. Move. down to Josh. Thank you. All right, off we go to the finals. So this week we're going to start looking for sponsors. Shouldn't be that hard to find. And we are going to finalize a date in the very near future. Maybe sometime in May.
Okay.
May seems about right. One of the other things I would like to do is, obviously it's going to be on a challenge pattern. And yes, I have my own oil pattern.
Is that the one you showed me?
Yes, it is.
Like last year around the same time? Yep, I remember.
We've worked on it a little bit since
remember.
then, but it's not an easy oil pattern. That is for sure. I know Josh has talked about us using it for a major on the PJBT tour, but that never happened either. But maybe someday that'll happen too. But what I would like to do is hopefully to lay the pattern out here on a Friday night and open it up for an hour's worth of practice for $15 if you want to come practice on a Friday night.
Or we could use it for a straight 8 and drive some of the adults crazy.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah, we could definitely do that too. Because I would like to obviously see the pattern laid down here to see how it will react on wood. That might happen sooner rather than later in case it needs to be tweaked a little bit. So if you are a scratch bowler within the sound of my voice and a youth bowler under the age of 21, I believe this will be a sanctioned event with the money going into SMART, I believe. So if you're within the sound of my voice, get ready to try to win, hopefully $1,500. We have a kind of unique way we're going to set up to run the tournament too. So look for further information coming very soon. Maybe they'll get a big banner here.
We could definitely do
Says
that.
like the Fatstacular is coming.
Oh my gosh, that would be so much fun. It would be so confusing to our league bowlers, but it would be so much fun.
We just might have to do that. All right. On to the finals. Colby Bennett started off with a double. Ryan Widman strike, and now he's looking to shoot a 10-pin on the handicap side. Sarah Fennicle with the spare in the first. She is getting 82 pins. Cameron Shockey with an open in the first. Strike there for Ryan. He's got 40 after 2. Colby looking for a quick 20-pin lead here with a strike in the third. Cameron with a strike in the second. And he gets it. Colby's, I believe, has been on top throughout the entire tournament. He started the first game with the front 9, came up a little high in the 10th, and he left a 4-pin. Now, this morning, Colby's parents are not here today, so his mother asked me to keep him in line.
Oh, okay.
So, you know I'm going to take credit if he wins.
Absolutely.
Yes, as I should.
Right, you should.
Yes, yes. Right? Yes. That's 4 for Colby. All of a sudden, all the parents are going to want me to keep their kids in line. Ryan now up, looking to double. And 7-pin. Sarah Fennicle, frame number 3. She's on back-to-back marks to start the match. She leaves the 4-pin. I would love to know what Sarah's winning percentage is in the finals of tournaments. Because all she does is win when she makes it to the finals. Of course, she has a secret to winning tournaments.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Has she shared the secret with you?
Yes, she has.
What is the secret?
Every time she wins, she has to share the secret.
I am so confused.
Well, as I told you, Sarah won a couple years ago the season-ending tournament. The night before or 2 nights before, she friended me on Facebook. So the key to winning tournaments is to friend
It's
me on
to
Facebook.
friend you on Facebook.
Yes.
So after she wins, does she unfriend you on Facebook so
She
she can
probably
re-friend you?
It's probably a good idea. And, you know, we're friends on Facebook, so if you would bowl these things, you would win.
Well, I can't bowl the... Oh, you mean the adult ones?
Yes.
Those.
Well, the adult juniors, yes. I mean, you do know, though, that you'd have to talk more in the interview.
Yeah, I know.
That's the front 5 for Colby.
I do feel like I've gotten a lot better.
You
Because
have.
before, I used to just go,
Yes.
the whole time. So
That is true. You have gotten better. And once we do start doing your tournaments, you're really going to have to talk.
That is true.
Since you know the bowlers a lot better than I will.
That is also true.
Sarah misses her 2-5. So after starting out with 2 marks, she now has 2 opens. Colby Bennett, front 5. He's looking for number 6. Carbon copy of the first 5. He is well on his way. Cameron Shockey comes in light. He leaves the 1-2. That's Ryan's first double of the match. Keeps him in it. Shockey with the spare. Colleen would like to thank Bridget and Becky for taking Colby to the tournament. At least that's what she typed. But that's not why he's winning. As they turn around and give me that look. They are, for those of you that obviously don't know and who are not in the building, they're sitting right in front of me. Triple for Ryan, keeping the pressure on Colby. Quick moving match. They're already into the 7th frame.
Well, when you throw one ball at a time, it does tend to go quick.
That's a very astute observation.
Thank you.
9-pin for Colby. That thing looked like it broke about 1.5 feet earlier than his other shots. Spare there for Cameron. Spare there for Colby. I don't think he was quite sure about that when it first let go off his hand. Gave it a little bit extra stare. Over to Sarah in the 5th. She's working off of 2 opens. Her opponent went open in 4 straight marks after that. That is not a great shot. She gets the 7 pin. It's okay, she's on an open, so she doesn't lose any count. Strike for Colby. $19-pin lead here for Colby. Should Ryan strike here? Good spare there by Sarah. Ryan does strike. That's 4 in a row for him. Looks like we're coming down to a pretty good finish. Colby could strike out for 279. Ryan could strike out for 260. So 19 pins is the lead for Colby entering the foundation frame 9th.
Strike here for Ryan puts the pressure on Colby in the 9th and 10th.
Yes, it does. Sarah, 5-8. All right, good count there, coming off the spare. And Ryan gets the strike. That's a 5-bagger for Ryan. For a moment, that looked like that was going to creep a little high from my angle, but it held.
A little bit of precipitation out there this morning, right now. Raining. It's raining.
Well, as long as it's liquid.
Shows you how concealed we are in here.
Good spare there by Sarah. And a strike for Colby. This, let's see here.
Needs a double.
Yes, a double to shut him out. We still have the makings of a tie as well. Ooh, he gets the half hit 10.
Good final match. They saved the best for
Yes.
last.
Yes. And that will be enough for Colby. He will be your champion. 268 here with the conversion of the 5-pin. Best Ryan could do is 260. Great final match. All right, back over to the handicap side, where Cameron Shockey is looking for his 6th straight mark. Pretty much guarantee it now, Colby will not be allowing his parents to come to any more PJBT tournaments. Sarah in the 7th. She leaves the 1, the 3, and the 8. She gets 2. All right. 268 to 249 victory for Colby Bennett over Ryan Widman. We'll be interviewing Colby in a little bit. This should be interesting. Solid 7 by Sarah. That was a great shot. Good effort there by Sarah, just missing. So Cameron could still strike out for 212. If that happens, Sarah would need a mark somewhere. He can now not strike out for 212. Now he can strike out for 201. Which means Sarah would only need 13 pins on 2 shots in the 9th and 10th. So the tournament is Sarah Fennicle's to win or lose. Cameron gets a 6 count. So now the best I believe he could do is 187. Sarah with already 189. So this match is over. Sarah Fennicle will be your handicap champion today. Her 2nd title left-handed. Is this her 10th overall now? We might be hearing her name at the end of the year for the all-decade team. This will be your 8th? And Cameron certainly bowled good enough to win this match. He only has one open. But when you're given 82 pins and your opponent's going to shoot in a 130 scratch,
Yep.
hard game to win. All right, Sarah Fenikel with a 212-175 victory over Cameron Shockey. And that will do it. We will give out our awards for first and second place. Then we will have pictures and post-match interviews, and then we will sign off. Be able to stay for interviews?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm making an executive decision. Yes.
You are the owner. Ryan Widman, $100 for his second place finish. Cameron Shockey, $100 for his second place finish in the handicap division. Colby Bennett, your winner in the scratch division for his second title of the year, $200 into his scholarship fund. Sarah Fenikel, $200 into her scholarship fund. All right, I'll set up the camera for awards while pictures are taken. We will be right back. Hey, there you are.
Yay!
All right, we are here with our handicap champion today, the lefty wonder,
Yes.
2 wins in 3 weeks,
Yep.
Sarah Fenikel. Congratulations, Sarah, on your
Thanks.
victory today. Let's take us back to your first match
Okay.
today. You needed to mark in a good count. I'm
Yep.
sure you knew that.
Yes and no.
And
I try
you,
not to think about it.
You left a 10 pin, I believe.
Yes.
Yes. And you made it.
Barely.
And did you know you needed 9?
I wasn't quite sure what I needed.
Okay.
I thought he had me.
Okay. And you took a long time up on the approach. Any particular reason? Were you like, did something not feel right? Were you thinking about it, or were you just clearing your mind?
I was just trying to remind myself to breathe, and 3 words that I've always said, even as a right-hander.
Fats is great.
No, not those
Oh.
3 words. I've always said "good job, kiddo," or "good shot, kiddo," before every shot in my, like in step ladder or in finals. My uncle once said it to me, 2-3 years ago at a PJBT when he was watching, and that's just kind of something that I've taken with me.
Back in the day, around the turn of the century when I used to bowl,
So a long time
used
ago.
to, yes, I used to say that, same thing right before I went. I was keep it slow.
Yeah.
Was always a reminder to keep my feet slow and get my arm moving, and there you go. So the pattern today was High Street. How did you attack it on a wood bowling surface?
So not really having a choice between equipment, not being able to really think about, what ball am I going to throw? Can I change balls? I really had to be careful with where I threw the ball, essentially. We've been playing a lot with just the fit of my ball in general, trying to get my fingers to not be as chewed up. So today a big part of it was just to keep my grip, not bending my thumb in the thumb hole, just kind of keeping it straight, just reminding myself, hey, just roll the ball, let it do its thing. But moving, I found a couple games that I couldn't make any of my spares, but I was a board or 2 away from making them. So pretty much I stayed in the same area, stood 16 and slid right through 20.
Okay. 2 quick questions. The first, was it a little bit easier this week in the finals being able to see the pins? I did tell the story about your being colorblind to gold pins. So was it a little bit easier this week?
Actually, not really.
No?
Because of the color of the wood versus the synthetic wood, regular wood is a lot darker, and the arrows and the dots, which are my focus points, are black, so it all kind of blends in because of my color blindness, as well as the reflection from the lights above to the oil. It creates almost like a glass surface that I can't really see. So a lot of it was I just had to trust myself that I was throwing. I watched where the ball went, and I could pretty much make my adjustments based on that.
Remarkable.
Thankfully, I could see the pins, so I didn't have to rush back from the foul line to look at the monitors to see what pins were up there. So that was a nice thing, but not really being able to see where the ball hit was kind of a big issue.
Very quickly, who are these 2 people?
Okay, so the one in the Hershey Park sweatshirt is my grandmother, and the other one is my mom.
All right, last question, and I know you know what this question is going to be.
Yes, I do.
Sarah has a secret to winning bowling tournaments. That secret is?
Add PA Fats on Facebook.
That's right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, winning her 2nd tournament of the year, bowling left-handed. Your handicap winner, Sarah Fedical.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, now we'll bring in the scratch winner. Colby Bennett. Congratulations, young man.
Thank you.
You had the lead from the time you threw the first bowling ball today. You struck in the first frame, and you didn't let go of the lead throughout. You had the high game for game 1, and it kept on going all the way through.
Yep.
How did you attack High Street today?
Well, the first game, I threw a phase 2 around 5. Started with the front 9. 4-pin in the 10th. Shot 279. Next game, kind of struggled with carry a little bit. Went to the game breaker, Phenom solid, and threw that for the rest of the day. Just migrated left by when I had to. So I thought they played on the easier side. But
well, for you, it looks like they did. You're bowling really good right now. For those of you that may or may not know, Colby, you just won the Lancaster-Lebanon title this week, 2nd time in 3 years. Congratulations for that.
Thank you.
And as I say every time you're on our stream, you are the reigning defending PIAA state champion. You climbed the ladder last year out in Pittsburgh.
Yes.
You sound really excited about that.
It was a lot of work.
Yes, it was. So you're a junior now. you got some big tournaments coming up for high school. You got districts coming up next weekend, and then the following Friday, Saturday, you have regionals, and then
Yeah.
hopefully again you'll make it to states because
Hopefully.
this time it's in the east, so it'll be a less shorter of a trip for you.
Yeah.
What's your goal for the next month? Would you say?
Well, honestly, I just want to make the cut at districts because I've qualified for districts the last 2 times,
Mhm.
and I've finished bottom of the pack every single time.
Mhm.
So that I just want to make the cut at districts, and think I could have a good shot at winning regionals. That's the goal.
Okay.
Like, it seems like every year I win one big new tournament.
Mhm.
So like last year I won states. The year before I won leagues. So I feel like regionals would be.
Are you going to let your parents come to any more tournaments?
Yeah, they can come.
Really?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you know this or not. Your mom, as you see, she was writing a lot
Yeah.
here. So your mom messages me this morning, and she says, "If Colby needs help, will you help him?" So I got to take some credit for your victory now, right? Right?
Oh,
You're
yeah.
going to let me get some credit, right?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't have to help you, but I'm just gonna get some credit anyway.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
No problem.
Anybody you want to thank?
I want to thank, even though they weren't here, my mom and my dad
Very
for believing me and putting all the work into like giving me what I need and to let me succeed. And I want to thank Jeff Smith and everybody at Pure Pro Shop for drilling giving me the best feel possible and just allowing me to practice when I want, giving me the time, and just allowing me to be the best that I can be.
I'm sure we'll see a post tonight on his
Yeah.
Facebook page for sure.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, winning his second title of the year. Top prize today, the $200 scratch prize going into his scholarship fund. The one, the only, Colby Bennett. Congratulations, young man.
Thank you.
We will see you down the road. All right, Skip. Another tournament done.
Bedtime now.
Yes, for you. I'm going to go home and watch wrestling.
Yeah, I'll. Actually, I've been watching all this stuff like when I take my lunch breaks and stuff now at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
That's when I go back and I sync my DVR at home to my phone. So I just we just flip everything right over.
Good idea.
Gives me something to do. So
Where are we the next couple weeks?
next weekend we are at Town and Country Lanes, 10:30 a.m. start time, and the week after that we're at Clearview for our 3-person team event.
All right. Your wife looks like she wants to leave.
I think I want to leave more than she does.
Okay. All right, let's wrap it up for all of us here associated with the PJBT Tour. We will see you next week from Town and Country out in Bethlehem, Sunday, 10:30. Have a good one, guys.
See ya.